Michael, has everyone come through Tuesday night okay and back in training today?
Yeah, no one's reported any knocks or anything. A couple have been ill, a couple of the younger lads, but yeah, nothing that's going to affect the first team.
And after a journey like that, and the effort that was put in, that's got to be a relief.
Not a relief. I just think it's just pleasing. It's a long way to go. You know that every time you go up there, it's everybody that goes up there knows it's a long way. But I thought it was a good performance. Performance reflected the night really. It was an ugly type sort of night, and the last 10-15 minutes they made it that way. They loaded the box, and I think they had 5 up front, had the centre half up front at the end, and we defended really well.
Storm Dennis coming in as well on the forecast. How much could it be a case of needing more of the same, not just in terms of the commitment and all of those things, but also style of play if need be?
Well, I actually thought the conditions, we actually had played some good football. You know, we got in 2 or 3 times, had a 1-on-1, had some good chances through some good football. So if you just toss it up in the air when it is blowing a gale, it is a game of chance. We don't want it to turn into a game of chance. We want it to be the best team wins. So there's not a lot we can do about the conditions. But as regards to the mentality and the resilience, I expect that every game. That shouldn't matter on the weather or what stage of the season it is. If it's game 1 or game 46, they're all worth the same amount of points.
Will Boyle obviously came back into the side, did a job, played his part in a clean sheet. As a defender, if you're not playing as regularly as you'd like, how difficult is it to come in and hit the ground running?
With him, it's not a surprise. He's been absolutely magnificent out of the team. Does his work, comes in, helps the lads, doesn't let his ego get in the way of what's happening on the pitch. The team have been going well. So he's not stupid, he's seen that. So you can either sulk about it and throw your toys out the pram and blame everyone else, or you can do what he's done and have the right frame of mind, the right mentality, do extras. So he's been in the gym doing more, he does extras out on the after training, because then when he does get a chance, he knows he's ready. Whereas some people in football, not just at, I'm not saying at this club, but in general, some people go the other way where they blame everyone else, and when they do get their opportunity, they're not ready. So it passes them by. So that doesn't surprise me. And to be fair to Greaves, reacting the right way as well. So that's what you want. You want that positive influence on the group. You just don't want 11 trying hard. You want 20, 21, because they'll all be involved at some point.
Orient, over the last 5 games, I think they've picked up 10 points. That's the same as Swindon. What does that say about their form at the moment?
They've picked up, I think they lost 1 in 6. So they've had some really good performances, some good results. So it'll be a tough game. Obviously, it'll be a completely different game to the one we played them on the first day of the season. But they played a different shape. Then they've gone back to one more 3-3. But it's a really attacking front 3. It's not 2 wingers. It's almost 3 centre forwards on the pitch. So they've got good delivery from wide areas as well. So technically they look good because they're a team full of left footers. I don't think I've ever seen so many left footers in a team in my life. So they look a good team.
And their run seems to coincide with Ross Embleton as well being named head coach on a permanent basis. So I suppose they've got a bit of stability, which as a club they've needed.
Yeah, I think Ross has done well. Obviously, he came in difficult circumstances, then they changed it, then they've gone back. So that bit of continuity now, the players know what's going on. And sometimes you do need that. Players are anxious. They want to know who's in charge. They want some sort of routine. And obviously, Ross has got that with them. They know who's in charge. He knows the players, and he's got them playing well.
You're playing in white this weekend, obviously the Holly Gazard Trust match. Has the kit man forgiven you for training in white as well in advance of the game?
If we lose the game, it'd be nothing to do with the kit. We wear different kits, different years. So no, this James won't be because the weather's not great either for it. But it's more like you said. I think it's a good thing that the club are doing, working with a good charity. Obviously came about through horrible circumstances, but trying to make the world a better place off the back of it.
The likes of Chris Clements and Connor Thomas have been out with illness and injury. Chris Clements, how close is he in terms of being able to be match ready? Obviously, you said on Tuesday he's well again.
Yeah, Clem trained on Friday and Monday, but obviously haven't been out for nearly 2.5-3 weeks. A couple of days training we didn't feel was going to be enough to particularly with the travelling involved and everything like that. So we left him at home. He'll come back into it now. Connor, we'll have to wait and see.
What is the problem with Connor?
He felt his rib again. He got quite a bad tackle quite early on against Scunthorpe. So it's, with the bodies that we've got, we don't feel we need to take too many risks with people. So obviously people came in and done well in the team on Tuesday night.